All right, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm back down here in Havasu. I just dropped the van off over at the service center. I'm getting all the trailer wiring in. And I thought I'd walk the lot again and look around at this Clipper 14 R Cadet Clipper. So this thing is even smaller than the Hideout. It's only 7 feet wide. So let's check it out. Very tiny. Very tiny. I mean, there you go. There's the tour. Get your bar table, your dinette that turns into a bed. Hey, I like the little kitchenette though. That's pretty nice. Let's see, it looks like a plastic sink though instead of stainless steel. 2-burner propane, big fridge. Big fridge. And it looks like I got about 2 inches of clearance between the top of my head and the air conditioner. Storage there. As soon as you walk in, oh, there's no stabilizers down. This trailer's rocking. If the trailer's rocking, don't come a knocking. Man, this thing's so flimsy. There's the control panel, and check out the bath. What's a big shower? No surround. Even though those boards are waterproof, still it needs a surround. Because how would you clean that? It's kind of got, well, no, it looks like it's textured, but it's smooth and glossy. And there's your throne there. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it as good as a Hideout. It is really flimsy. Really flimsy. But anyway, since I'm here, I'm just killing time, you know. Thought we'd look around. Plus, this one is a 2024, brand new. It's been sitting on the lot ever since. Been sitting here for 2 years. Anybody ever heard of lot rot? But it does have a GE air conditioner. But you know what I'd like to find? I would like to find a trailer that's got the air conditioner on the back wall that's mounted in a frame that's kind of offset. That way, when this goes out on you, it's a lot of money to get these fixed or replaced, because you got to get on the roof and unbolt it, and all that job that goes into replacing these things. But they do make them that's got the AC. Let me show you. Let me get out of here. Man, it's wobbling. It's wobbling. It's mounted like right up here, and it's offset so the condensation drains away from the wall. But anyway, this one feels completely different than the Keystone Hideout. It just feels thinner, and plus it's got these little tires on here. These are 14s. I have never heard of that brand. Says it's a radial though, but it is right out of Thailand. Right out of Thailand. But yeah, I don't think so. But while we're here, you know, what's the harm in looking? It's got an awning, but I see a wire. Looks like it's pinched up in the arm of the awning. That's not good. It does have a bumper and a spare. What is that called? A tamarack. Semi-steel. That means it's part-way steel. It's kind of steel, kind of not. I've never heard of that. Yeah, it's kind of a steel belted radial, but kind of not. There you go. And he wants $14,000 for this. I could go get that casita for probably 13, and just deal with tilting my head. Well, it might be the one. I did see your comments about don't worry about the air conditioner in the casita because it's over the bed. So that video I watched, he must have had the model where the bed is split in the back. So that's a promising sign that, hold on, there's a big truck going by. I'll be right back. So what that means is the casita is still in the running if that model has the bed right below the air conditioner, because I'd never have to worry about walking underneath the air conditioner. Now, let me put my coffee down and let's check out this Jayco Hummingbird. It's kind of like their version of the R-Pod. All right, let's step on in. This one feels better already. Feels more solid. Let's see. Oh, it's got a slide over here. This whole thing, this whole kitchen slides out. And you know I do not want to slide. But I can tell already, I mean, it's a better build. It's older, much older. Used, of course, and let's see what kind of bathroom it's got in it. Well, that's a little different. I don't know if I'd fit in that thing. But it does have a surround. But I couldn't stand up in it. See how the roof slants down right there? It'd be a little too low. So let's keep moving because I do not want anything that's got a slide. And this is a big learning experience because you get to see how tall everything is. And this one is about 7 feet wide because see the tires on the outside of the body instead of underneath. So you lose that much in width, but I think these would tow better because they're a little narrower, a little better stability. And still, I mean, the inside is bigger than any camper van you can get. So think about it that way. That one's 7, I think that one's 7.5 feet wide. I do like how the front on this one is rounded. It's more aerodynamic than the Hideout. And he's already sold one of those Hideouts. He had 4, and now he's got 3. So let's go back and look at that again. There's one of them. This is the one without the solar already mounted on it. And here's the other, and it doesn't have solar either. So it looks like he sold one of them that had the solar on it. That was quick. So let's go back in it again. Let me put my coffee down over here on the tongue of this one. And let's step in. Oh, this one just feels better. Better than the Clipper. When you just step in on the floor, it just feels better. Much more open in here. That 1 extra foot of width, it really makes a difference. I think I like this better than a dinette because you could get you a decent chair and have all this open windows to have your breakfast at. Now here's the thing about these trailers. So this one's advertised online as about $11,000. So MSRP is $22,000, right? So you never pay MSRP. It's always a lot less than that. So, but here's the kicker. For their freight charge destination fees, guess what that is? $4,625 in destination fees alone. That does not include tax, title, and registration. So that destination charge is outrageous. That's for getting it here, and you have to pay that. So by the time you paid everything, you're looking at $17,474 for this little trailer. And you know, I would pay probably 12 for it. I would do 12 on it, but not 17. And you're not even seeing the numbers for taxes. By the time this was all done, about 19 or 20,000. So that's why I am not going to buy brand new. I'll let somebody else do that. But the good old hideout, I'll call her Heidi. Stainless steel sink, Flame King. And I like the bathroom on this. It's got a nice shower surround with a big shower. It's just not very aerodynamic on the front of it. The door feels better on this one. It's still thin and lightweight, but it just feels more hardy. So, let's go walk around. All right, now here's one I've always heard good things about, the Wolf Pup. But this one's too big. See, this one's like 17-foot box on it. So that'd be like 20 feet long. By the time you go from tongue to the back. But let's look at it anyway. Oh, it's got a slide on it. Nope. Let's see what it feels like when you walk in. Ooh, big bed. Makes a big difference when you go a couple of feet longer. And lots of cabinets. Let's see. Oh, the floor feels really good. Yeah, lots of storage in this one. Too bad it's got a slide. Let's see. The air conditioner is really slim. See that? Microwave. Pretty big kitchen, big fridge. Check out the bath. Oh yeah, it's got a deep shower pan and a surround. Much better. And look at this. Even a vanity. I'm so vain. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. You're so vain. That was Carly Simon and Mick Jagger. The cabinet feels pretty good. It's lightweight, but it does feel good and stiff, you know. Let's see, ceiling height's about 6'6". That's very slim, very good. Too bad it's got to slide out. This whole dinette slides out. The whole thing. So by the time it closed up, it looks like you could still get in the bathroom though, even though it was closed. I think it'd come in right about there. But no slides for me. No thank you. That's a TV mount. I bet there's storage under that bed. Oh, check it out. Socks and sandals, baby. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, one more note about this. It says it is the 16, but I swear it looks more like 18. Love the tires on it. You can take that off-road. Of course, you don't need knobby tires because these tires aren't the traction tires. They're not the pulling tires, but you do want something that's got that big tread on it so when you go over sharp rocks. So that's what that's all about. It's not because these tires are pulling anything. They're just freewheeling, you know. But having that tall tread, that would protect from rock punctures. This is called the Mud Legend. And that's a big wheel on it. It's 15 or 16 inches. So here's the slide out on it, and that's about 24 inches. So you know what? I think that would cover most of the bathroom door when it was all the way in. So I don't even know if you could get in the bathroom with the slide out. Excuse me, I mean the slide in. The more you look at these stick and tin type units, the more you know the casita is the best value. I mean, it's just such a big difference in the construction of a fiberglass molded egg-shaped trailer. I mean, even these that are fiberglass, but they're still conventional construction, I would rather have one with aluminum siding if I was going to go this route, because it's repairable. If you dent it, you just take off that one piece and put a new piece on it. If you crack this, guess what? You got to take the whole wall off and put a whole new wall on. There's no seams where you can just take a section off. That whole thing would have to come off. It's just, it's done. If you bump into a tree with it or something, or somebody backs into you, it's over. So I would much rather have a aluminum siding. No question about it. And plus, these don't fade out like a trailer like this. It sits out here in the Arizona sun for a couple of years, and it's going to start looking chalky. And there's some compounds you can put on it and all, but for practical reasons, I would go stick and tin instead of stick and fiberglass. For sure, no question about it. These are just much simpler to fix. Now, with that being said, think about this. When you have these overlapping aluminum pieces, look up in here. There's a crack there, and if you're driving in the rain, the water's getting pushed up in there. I guess you could put a bead of caulk there, and actually this is brand new and it doesn't have a bead of caulk there. Neither does this one. So that tells me that it must be a channel that loops around in there that prevents the water from running up in there, but I wouldn't trust that. See, all sorts of little things to look for. But this one has good gutters on it. Right up there, let me zoom on it. And that's important. So I'm gaining a lot of information just by coming out to the lot, looking at things in person. It's just a lot of things you just can't tell by looking at a YouTube video, and that's what I've been doing. This is only my second trip out to the RV lot to actually look at stuff in person, walk around in it, feel how it's built, understand how it's built. And the more and more knowledge I gain, that casita is just looking unbeatable. Okay, so they got the Matty wagon in there, wiring it all up, trailer wiring, trailer brakes. It's a big job. It's going to be over $1,200. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I watched a YouTube video on how to do it, and it's doable. But when it comes to something like this, I don't trust my skills. So that's why I'm paying a pro for this. There's a lot of things, I do myself. Tons of things. But if I don't feel comfortable doing it, then I hire a pro. Hey, did you watch Herbie's video yesterday? It's his channel's My Nomadic Dream. I didn't know that guy had skills like that. He's hooking up a solar system in a friend of his, their travel trailer. And old Herbie's got skills. So I know who I'm gonna hire. You should see the work he does. See, I'm a tinkerer and Herbie is a skilled electrician. There is a big difference. I could have hired Herbie to do this. I didn't know he could do that though. So Herb, we'll be calling on you if it's time to do it. And I'll hire you for stuff like that in the future. Check out this one. This thing's got a porch on it. It looks like a little condo. You can get it for just under $50,000. That's before all of your other fees. So you're probably looking at $60,000. So come get it while it lasts. Isn't this fun? I am having a blast and gaining so much information and knowledge. Oh, that one's got something. Look, check that out. Look how the axles is bent. There's all sorts of things to look for on an RV. Holy cow. I could really get in some serious trouble. I mean, so, you know, they probably see me coming a mile away. Look at this idiot. He don't know anything. Let's sell him whatever we want to sell him. Oh, man. Check out this Class C. It's got that nice cap on the front. On the Econo line, $450. Good grief. It's got some, what I was talking about on the fiberglass. Chalk. It looks like chalk when they sit out in the sun. Man, this thing's enormous. It's like a Class C and a Class A had a baby. I'm gonna call it the offspring. It's the offspring. It's the spawn. They sell boats too. I think I've seen this boat out on Lake Havasu before. Sounded like a race car. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. And I think I know now. It's either the Tab 400 or the Casita. And a lot of people would say get an Oliver. Oh, I would. An Oliver is like a Casita except better and bigger, taller. But you can order one for $75,000. And that's the small one. That's like 17 feet long. That's not going to be happening. That will not be happening. So I guess I will be contacting those Casitas for sale over in Phoenix. Going over there, walking around. And if my head clears the ceiling and the air conditioner's in the back where I won't bump my head on it, then that's what's going to happen. But now, after today, I'll have the van wired up, and I would really like to be able to find something, you know, by the end of the year. My birthday's next week, and Christmas, and I could buy myself a birthday present and a Christmas present. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be Merry Christmas, Maddie. All right, my friends, let's wrap it up. I'll check in later. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.